actually ZOE was the name chosen because it's the Greek word for life, which fits in with our two main objectives. Firstly, to reach every person possible with the love of God, and also to present the gospel to people who have never heard. Secondly, we want to help orphans and children at risk. It's also to rescue every child from human traffic globally and give them an opportunity for a better future. Whilst these goals may seem huge, so far ZOE has been able to establish foundations in Australia, Thailand and the United States. ZOE work with the federal and the local law enforcement agencies from several different countries.
So after we joined ZOE, we kept being contacted by Aussies who wanted to help in a practical way. So in Thailand, I work with a team to develop projects so we can really ensure there's long-term success for the children. And then in Australia, the ZOE Foundation Australia board assess each project. And then once it's approved, we use the tax-deductible donations that have come from Aussies to fund these very special and very unique projects. The money from Australia, Australians have funded salaries for teachers, for our educators, put funds into child trafficking awareness programs, camps, education for the kids and lots of agricultural projects. Another really practical way that Australians have been helping is through the education of students in Australia. We've developed a Year 10 curriculum that was launched in 2014 and that's now used in a lot of Australian schools to educate young people about human trafficking. So that's also a big part of what we do when we come back home each year, is we go and visit different schools and we try and raise awareness in Australia about child trafficking, about orphan care and just ways that we can all work together to prevent the trafficking of children.
So David and I are also involved in managing a transitional program for kids who are over 18 years old. We help them from moving from living at ZOE into university or help them find jobs, whatever's needed to give them guidance as they move from being a child into being an adult. I guess the hardest part for me in that role is just allowing the kids to learn and not try and solve all of their challenges for them. I know personally some of my biggest lessons have been learnt from the mistakes that I've made. So I think we're just trying to get them to make decisions by themselves, but while staying in a supporting role and helping them through that.
So setting up children for long-term success is a big part of our role at ZOE. For me, each week I meet with a team, with the children's home director, our counselling team, with other leaders, and we try and solve the particular challenges for the kids that we've rescued. So sometimes this relates to visa and citizenship challenges, and other times it relates to being rescued so late, only coming in and being rescued at 15 and never having an opportunity to go to school prior. So as we meet together, we try and problem solve challenges for each child, and it is particularly challenging. I oversee child protection, so I'm involved in developing policies to try and keep the children safe. And part of that role is training all the staff, spending time teaching the kids about how to keep themselves safe and working with any volunteers that come. So because a lot of our kids have had significant abuse before coming to ZOE, we've just got to be really mindful as that we work to try and restore children. We have an environment at ZOE that's really about keeping children safe. So ZOE, we've got some wonderful and big projects happening at the moment. We're finalising the cost estimates for our new child rescue centre, and we plan on breaking ground before Christmas this year, which will be absolutely wonderful. And then we have lots of programs that are being developed to try and help us locate more children that right now are in slavery. But I guess while we're doing these things for the future, we still also got to really help the kids that right now have been rescued. And so we're trying our best to work through all the challenges, the unique challenges they have with citizenship, education and all those things. And we've seen great improvement. We've seen wonderful improvement in the lives of the kids, but the reality is considering the backgrounds of the children, a lot of it is just, it's really difficult.
But we just wanted to say thank you so much for staying connected with us and for all your support and for your help. If you want to keep up with what's happening at ZOE, please check out the blog or the website. Thank you.